Neat. Alright, let's finish this off. Ooh, 13. Right, this is new. Okay.
Hey! Wow! Here. Okay.
We have to attach the protective charm to the black Sleipnir.
Let's get a speed item.
So just kill all the monsters on the field, huh? That's my kind of mission.
Trust me, I've been trying to get this speed item. I am really dumb right now. Can't really think of it. Huh. Come to think of it, if I gave him that leaflet, I've never talked to him. Or him. Ninja. Don't need it. Apparently we've already met. Okay. Let's not drag this as much as we can. But yeah. Sandro was my favorite. Natsume, I kind of liked. Excuse me. Just because her character kind of seemed like, honestly, a nobody. And the way I recruited her, honestly, I didn't even think she would join. I thought she was just a regular, like, quest giver. But, you know, I was happy to have her, even though, like, I don't think she was something. She's actually interesting enough in here, too.
Let's start this.
I can't wait to meet this black Sleipnir.
This is a pretty small field. We should be able to catch it pretty easily.
Well, these guys are new.
This'll be quick.
Oh, you know what? Right, I think there's a trick to beating you. Yeah, these guys are definitely new. I don't remember fighting this guy here. I think these guys are... As long as they're in the air, I can't do much damage to them. Thank you. Okay, perfect. And I keep getting these simple necklaces, but... you know what? I don't think they actually help with trades. I think everyone's realized they're garbage as well, but... I guess I could sell them. I could sell garbage for garbage. To get garbage. But yeah, the tournament, especially in this game, I just kind of wish you could bring who you want. And have a bit more, I don't know, change in scenes depending on characters who would show up and how they would interact. If I had to pick an ideal situation of what I'm trying to explain, it would be like in Star Ocean 3, you'd always get your main group, no matter what you get. And I believe the maximum you can get is 8. But out of a selection of, I believe, 4 characters, you can have 2 of them. And depending on who you get, they have their own kind of like inputs and dialogues, and I think there were situations where there would be different scenes that would happen. Like, one that comes to mind is, I might be butchering his name here, Roger?
That was
He was like the little mechanic kid. Nice. Oh, perfect. Just holding off till I get that. Yeah, and these are all small attacks, so I'm pretty sure you get one medium. No, hang on. Nope. Gotcha. Okay. What was his name? Yep. Roger. I do remember when you permanently get him on your team, and he's one of the early summons. Not early summons. One of the first ones. There's a scene that you would take him into the spaceship, and there was like a commander who I forget his name, but like there was a whole scene that he acted big and important, and Roger kind of had his own little cutscene saying he was, oh, he's a manly man. He's someone I want to grow up to be, and like even had I think it was a shot where they panned and zoomed in on the guy. Roger was the only character I know that did that, I think. I could be wrong. Because a lot of the times when I played that game, I would always go for... I don't know why I'm trying to say Adele. The psychopath. Wow, I really forgot his name. That is bad of me. I think his name's Asbel, but I could be wrong. Either way, Psychopath had a chain around his neck, constantly puts you down. He was fun to have, just because like he really was a psychopath. But it was just fun to have him on the team, because like a lot of the times when he had remarks, it was always just like smart-ass, cocky remarks. But that's what I mean about this game. I would like to have like situations where like you would have those kind of like unique remarks from those characters on their inputs when you had them on your team. Like how you're having right now. Like if you don't have Adelie with you, bring Gaspard.
Where is it?
Be patient, Haseo.
Come on, we're close.
Like that. Like they actually have voice dialogue saying something, kind of like giving the illusion that like they're part of here. Like I wish you get a lot of that in this, which you don't really get unless you're doing these side quests, and I believe the final bosses in each of the volumes, because I don't think you do it in the first volume. I think in volume 2 you can, so they do add remarks. Yeah, in 2 and 3 they have input, but I feel like you don't get a lot of those, so that's just the only downside. And like I wish you could do a lot more in the tournaments, but again, I could see why you couldn't bring some of them. Like, sure, twist your arm because of what's going on in the story. I don't know. Like, if they ever make a new dot hack, if they haven't burnt this to the ground, which I'm not sure if that PSP one that came out, if that one was like the nail in the coffin, because I do recall there was like a fighter game they tried, which was like really weird, because I don't know, it was like different variants of kites, a female kite, and then there's a Haseo that looks like a goddamn serial killer. But that's like the last thing I heard of dot hack, other than cameos and crossover for Project Cross Zone.
Let's keep it up.
Like, I haven't seen anything really of dot hack. I feel like SAO kind of has taken over that role, which I don't know. I guess that's fine. I mean, there might be a crowd for it. I did like the first season. kind of fell off. I think it might be good. It's still going, but like, I don't know. I haven't really sat down to give that a try. I got kind of like burned out from the second season, or like that fairy arc they went into. I don't know. Part of me was kind of a little annoyed. I really wish that they kind of kept more on that first season, did more exploration on the different floors, because like they really didn't do much of that. It was like, I think the first episode, like, oh, first boss, super hard, kills everybody, no one can beat him. Then Kirito beats everyone, and everyone's like, oh, he's a bad boy and all that stuff. So you figure, okay, what's the second floor going to be like? Nope, time skip. Everyone's already on like the 12th floor or something. Okay, next episode, they're freaking even higher. So I don't know, it always bothered me, because I did want to kind of see like, okay, what's so unique about each floor, what the different bosses, I was going to try to kill them all. I think the games kind of try to do that, which in a way I kind of appreciate, but I don't know if they do a good job. Like, is it filler, or is it something like what I'm doing here? Like, can you imagine them doing like 50 levels of something repetitive looking, and the bosses are just palette swaps of these kind of enemies, with the occasional, I guess, boss you would know from the TV show, although I don't know how many bosses were unique in that situation. All I really remember is that Minotaur in the first one, and Shocker final boss. That's even a shocker. But back to this, like, I would like it if they ever came back to Dot Hack, like just make a new one. I feel like they could do a lot of different things with it, especially with like what Final Fantasy VII is getting its own episode. They could do the same thing here with Hack. Maybe like put more into it, make it a little more interesting. Have, like, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed against it. Hell, I'd even take a remix of the original Dot Hack if they wanted to. But who knows? I'm just surprised they even made this one. Like, this was just like a happy situation. Because there are a few games I would like to see that I could play on, if not the PS4, I guess on next-gen consoles. One being a Shadow Hearts trilogy, or even, God forbid, a remake of it, which that's not happening. That's on the same level of getting a new Suikoden game, which, again, that's on the same level of getting a new Breath of Fire game, and you can see the abusive cycle that I'm going in.
Here it comes.
Although, I don't know, there was, I think when Bandai came out saying that at one point they were looking into doing a Xenosaga, a trilogy for that, which, hey, you know what, I would play it. I mean, I didn't like... Xenosaga was weird.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Because I fell for the whole... What was it? They wanted to make it into a 7-game series. And, you know, I'm down for that. Like, there was always that part of me that liked games that would have, like, this continuing, episodic kind of feel. Although, you know, I should really, like, not hope for it, especially now, because I can see how easily some of these companies could, milk those. You could have, like, a Telltale situation, just a lot worse with episodes. But, you know, like I said, I like the idea of what they said was going to be, like, 7 episodes, but I forgot what was the pathing, what happened, because I think the first one did okay. Like, the first one was good. I liked it. The second one was just bad. Like the fighting was just, I hated it so much. I can't recall what they did. It had something to do with the way the fights proceeded. Because like, you couldn't no longer do attacks. Like, you had to do a pattern of attacks to do
Well, that's that, I guess.
maximum damage.
We killed all the monsters. Huh. Is it gonna show?
Huh. There he is. Giggity kick. Okay. Yeah. Something weird about the attack pattern, and I hate how they got rid of like the skills, kind of replaced it with these like double techniques. Like, I hate double techniques in games. A lot of times because it's the party restriction fights. Because if you have a party of 3, then you're only going to be able to do 2 double techniques, and especially if there's a game that has like a lot of switching of characters, it just becomes annoying. When you have a party of maybe 4 or 6, sure, but then I can appreciate that.
Haseo, look!
Look! So, we finally found it. We need to kick it.
Oh yeah, you got the warp speed. Oh, but you'll mess up. You'll mess up. Oh, you have to kick him more than 1 second.
I just want to live alone in peace. I'll grant you good luck. So please, leave me be.
What kind of luck? A bribe's okay.
That was a hassle.
It's gone. I wish I could have had more time with it.
Awesome!
Now let's report to the quest shop to clear this quest.
Neat. Aspa. Well, she had no problem with me kicking that one. Guess she's just fond of birds.
Wow! Whoa! Hey!
That's actually not bad. What's this? Physical? Yep. Not sure. But yeah, yeah, the double techniques kind of put me off a little bit. And the second one. And I think that's the reason the game kind of like, they had a change of heart. I think. I don't know. Because I remember that when that came out, not a lot of people liked it. And yeah, it just kind of ended like that. Okay, so what's this guy about? Right, I think he just takes records of the lucky animals to kick. Okay. See? Oh. Huh, there's a lot more of them than I thought. I thought they just had like 5. Alright, cool. Okay, if that's the case, let's I guess we can go push the tournament part. I don't think we gotta do anything just yet. I think all we really gotta do is just register, I believe. Alright, time to see anyways. Alright, let's see. Oh. Nah, I'm good.
It's almost time for our first match. Oh man, I'm getting kinda nervous. The wait is killing me. How about you, Haseo? Are you okay? Nervous or anything?
Hey, fighting in the arena is exactly the same as hunting monsters, you know. No different.
But with all of the people around watching you, it does make for a lot of pressure. Long ago, when I just started, I tried participating in the arena. I was so nervous I couldn't do anything, and we ended up getting beaten really badly.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You okay with this, Atali?
Hey, Adelie.
Huh? What is it? Is something wrong?
She's pretty nervous.
What's up, everyone? Don't worry. I'll do my best.
We know you will.
By the way,
Huh?
what should I do out there?
Well, why don't you focus on healing skills?
Okay, understood.
I hope we'll be okay.
Well, let's go and find out.
I forgot to buy her a magic spell. Okay, well... Don't think Sylva's can use that new weapon, so... We're good.
Now is the time for the festivities to begin! You calling us low-ranking cubs? Hey! More like a sleeping lion hungry for its first kill! Let your beastly instincts run wild! Fight's dirty? Nice compliment! While they're asleep, or while they're awake, they think of nothing other than the slaughter! This is their paradise! Just look at them, folks! Ready to rip the opponent in half! How will this fight end?
I think I've traded with two of these people, and I saved the healer. Players on any are able to counterattack.
Arena battles are basically the same as the regular battles we're always used to fighting. The main thing that's different this time is that we're fighting against other players. And we can get hit with a Rengeki attack as well.
Yeah, so I was right.
The most important thing in the arena is a counter strategy to our opponent's Rengeki attacks. Oh, look, Haseo! The enemy's trying to use arts! Best thing is to use the counter attack. If you use a skill trigger attack on an enemy while they're in this state, you can activate a counter attack. Not only will a counter attack completely guard against an enemy's arts, but it will also deal them counter damage. And on top of that, it'll even lower their morale gauge. You can defend against your opponent's awakening even before they activate it.
In other words, the more I use them, the better things will be for us.
And that's it. Oh, but our opponents can also use counterattacks, so be really careful when using the skill trigger.
Okay. Alright, it's called
I
Hungeki.
knew someone battle-hardened like you could do it. Now you have an efficient way of raising your skill level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost killed the leader though. Never mind, he's dead.
Yeah, like we'd lose to that team. Hey. Adelie? Huh?
We did it!
Wait a minute! Hey! I said...
Oh, Haseo, we really did it! We won, didn't we? Didn't we?
Okay, get off of me!
I bet that other team is feeling really disappointed right now since they lost.
Huh? Are you still talking about that?
But,
Come on, they're the same as you, right?
huh?
Look, the more times that you lose, the sweeter the victory will taste. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're right. Then I'll pray for them to win in their next match. That's okay, right?
You idiot. Coming from the victors, that would just sound like you're trying to rub it in.
Oh, oops. Sorry. I'll try to be more careful from now on.
Her bloodlust is growing.
So, are you delighted with your maiden victory or what? Not bad at all. Congratulations, little Haseo.
Man, you're persistent. I might have to start respecting you just for that.
But remember, your rank is still dead last. You're nowhere close. So, hurry up and climb all the way up the rankings. And then you can come against me. This time, I'll be sure to love you to death.
Yeah, she's fun. You're new and perfect. Yeah, actually, that will be very helpful. You can have a turtle shell. And an avalanche. There. Alright, so she has one attack. But she can contribute now. Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go right now. I think all we need to do is just kind of go back, log out, and get something. But I think I'm just going to clear out some of these area words again. Yeah, we've still got a few. And they should be a little challenging, so something. Okay, first, save. Okay, so before we push on, let me try to finish some of these bookmarks here. What we got? Something for temple treasures. I think this is one of the weaker ones. I think I saw we only have 11 and 13, so might as well try to get these out the way.
Kids these days can't believe how they can be so fast. Oh,
Damn, freaking syllabus just went in there. Hey, not complaining. Although, I was lucky, and I was able to get another, where is it? Beginner's text. So, huh. Interesting. Thought I could go higher than 5. So is it 5, 10, 15? That doesn't seem right. You know what? It might be, okay. He might be able to increase it, just might need a little push through progress, but you know what? We'll give it a syllabus. There you go.
Oh well.
I mean, maybe I should have saved it, but yeah. It's not the worst thing. I tend to find a lot of those sometimes. Worst comes to worst, I can always grind the remainder, but we'll see. So I could have swore you learn one more. I still could be right about that, I'm just not sure.
Have you learned your lesson?
Okay. Perfect. That. You know what? Let me change. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Victory is ours!
Thought I had her on just healing. Okay, she's on rage. That's good. Nice.
We did it!
Alright, so she can now provide support and do some attacks, which should be... It should be okay, but she might eat through her SP real quick though. Yeah, you know what, I'm never really in a situation where that's bad. I mean, it's kind of like the elixir situation. You hold on to them, you think you're gonna save it for a rainy day, that never happens. So, if I need to, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of SP items for her. But we'll see. Okay, the main thing that I want to try to at least get from here is...
Victory is ours!
I want to say experience, but some just kind of stuff I can use to trade in for things. So I can kind of help with the making of the alchemy weapons.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Actually, you know what? It wouldn't be bad if Syllabus got to 17. Let him use his new weapon. I know Sword Dance is from the original game. Actually, I think they all are to a point. Yeah, no, I think Sword Dance was. I'm thinking Sword Dance and Tiger Claw. I don't know about Sparrow Counter though. Because I think there was a move that Kite would do where you just pretty much spin around in a circle. And I can't think if that was Tiger Claw or Sword Dance. It hit a lot of people. It was decent. It still hits everyone. It's just, this one feels more quicker, which can't really blame it. This game's a lot more, the fighting's a lot more faster compared to the first one, if you can imagine that.
That was nothing.
Simple necklace, nice. I think I must have like 20 of those now. Okay, so as long as I can just finish the bookmark, that's fine. I think once those are all done, I'll kind of make my own words. I'll see if I want to do that on or off. Still kind of still figuring if I want to do that one. Main thing is I just don't want to get too strong. Which, like I said, it's kind of hard not to be overpowered in this game. Like, if you pretty much just do something optional, you're gonna get too strong. I mean, that tournament fight, the guys were all level 10. It was just very one-sided. I mean, I don't know if I want to well, yeah, who cares? If it happens, it happens. Main thing is, I do want to just try to go through this my pace. Thank you. Because there are a few things I do want. I do want to pick up that material that I saw on the black market to help against the physicals. And if I can, I would like to try to collect all the weapons. If I'm lucky enough. Forgot I'm not riding a bike. I said I was going to, and I just went back to doing this. Easy, easy with the punches.
Let's keep it up.
Actually, sorry, let me just check out something about syllabus here. He's only got 2 moves. Yeah, he's got to learn the 3rd one, at least a medium. Doesn't seem right to just only have 2 smalls. Come on. Now but just give it little cuts and punch. Perfect. All this for just a simple necklace. Ooh, loose card. Aren't we being fancy? Although I think loose card is still level 1 equipment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Oh no, hang on. 10. Maybe I can do something for syllabus. You guys I like. Oh, and it actually works out for the coupon as well. Nice. Alright, so the boss fight shouldn't be too crazy now. Oh, nope. Definitely not.
Well, that's that, I guess.
Although the buff doesn't look like it's on right now. There it is.